Hey everybody, this is Richard. I'm the founder and lead developer at AlgorithmicTrading.net. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a lot of different data. We're going to be looking at very closely at a lot of different client accounts. In fact, almost every customer that started in February 2023 through March of 2024, we're going to be looking at how they've done in a few different months, the net liquidating value in their account, but even bigger, the total system profit that they've seen since they began. So you're gonna see a lot of data, but if you're looking for kind of results like live results of actual clients, then this is definitely the video for you. And we'll also touch on what the returns have been since the optimization was done, which would be the walk forward, and then also with the live, which began in June of 2023. And so we're gonna be looking at a lot of data, and then I'm gonna end it by just showing you the compounded return potential of the Pro package. So that'll show you just an account growing from 50,000 up to about 1.24 million. And then finally, I'll remind you of some of the live trade videos that we have out there. But I think that's a great introduction. Let's go ahead and get started, but I'd love for you to watch this entire video. I think it'll be really helpful, especially if you're wondering, are these real? Are people really making money? Is this a real thing? So this is the video for you if that's where you're at. So this package really combines the Smart Pivot and the Elite. And so the walk forward on it starts way back in November of 2022 and it goes through June of 2023. That means that the live begins in 2023. And this just shows the monthly profit or loss for each month in that period. Now remember, this is for a $50,000 account. And so for example, in November 2023, the returns that we saw per 50K traded would have been $7,850. And that's in the live accounts. And that represents a gain of about 15.7%. Now you might also notice that we had 17 total months here, and actually 13 of them were profitable, so we really only had 4 losing months. And so that gives it a monthly win rate of about 77%. Now the other thing I'd like to mention is, even though this shows the walk forward, in other words the post-optimization results, along with the live, this algorithm also is back-tested all the way back to 1997. So what I'd like to do now is just show you some actual client accounts along with their balances and how much they either made or lost in February and March. So I'm showing this for a few reasons. One, I just want to show you actual client accounts with actual net liquidating values, with actual profit and loss, with taking money out, putting money in, just so you can see. So this first slide, you'll see the client is on the left, and I obviously took their name out and just replaced it with a number. I also X'd out their account number, but I left their start date. The start date just shows when they started trading, and then the monthly cash in, cash out, that just shows how much they either took in or took out or put in. The net liquidating value as of the end of January, and then the same at the end of February, so that you can compare to see what the monthly profit or loss is. And then it also takes into account any funds that were put in or taken out. And then I do the same thing for March, and then over here you just see the combination of kind of the 2-month profit. Now remember, these are actual client accounts. They're all trading different packages, different systems with different unit sizes. Some started mid-month, some might have raised the number of units traded in the middle of the month, and that's why some of the results are different. But you'll see a lot of the results are similar, such as in March you see a lot of $1,045 returns. That just shows you that that's what one unit made on one of the systems, probably, I'm going to guess, the Smart Pivot, but possibly the Elite as well. But let's keep going, and I want to show you the rest of these account balances, because what I'm showing here is all the different accounts that started beginning in February of 2023, which is when we launched the latest futures programs, and all the way through March of 2024. So here's the next slide. This just shows clients 78 through 104. And so you can pause this if you want, but you'll just see that they're, like I said, real accounts. You'll see that a few of them did really well. Client number 89 looks like he made $25,000 in that 2-month period. Now he's trading with about 300,000 though, and so obviously he's going to make more if he's trading with more, and also lose more if he's trading with more and we take losses. Let's look at the next slide though. This one just shows more customers. You'll see here's a client that withdrew 123,000 in March, and they still closed up about 16,966 in that 2-month period. But again, you'll just see a lot of the same numbers are repeated. That just shows you that they're just trading one unit of the same kind of system. Go to the next slide, you see more of these clients. Now, towards the bottom, you'll see client 1 and 2. I know it looks a little bit out of place. That's just because of the way that the data was originally organized, but I wanted to reset it so that the dates were in order, and there's a reason why I did that you'll see in a minute. But let me keep going. I mean, you'll see people taking money out. You'll see some put money in. For example, client 152, looks like he put in 50,000 in February, and then he put another 50,000 in March. And so on this last one, you'll see a bunch of people that started in February. You see we had, I don't know, I'm estimating about 15 maybe, as many as 15 right there. And then in March, we had another roughly 7 or 8 join as well and begin and start trading. So again, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this so that you can see the actual account balances of actual clients and see the totals of how they did. So in total, we have about $8.2 million trading the algorithms. That's about, and they made about 330,000 in February. And then as of March, we were at $8.7 million trading, and we made another 271,000 for our clients. And so the total that we made was about 603,000. And remember, that's just for these clients that started between February of 2023 and now. And so we do have clients that started before then, and so those aren't included here, but that's why the client list starts at a higher number as well. Just remember though that past performance is not indicative of future performance, and there's definitely risk in trading futures. It's not appropriate for all investors. I'm definitely showing the algorithms in a very positive light. I'm showing you these 2 months that we did well, but not every month are we profitable, and so keep that in mind. But we're really proud of the results that we have. The live returns, we're really proud of the algorithms themselves, and so I want to take the opportunity to really just brag a little bit about them, because if you're looking for an automated trading system, and you're skeptical about some of the stuff that's out there, and you're just tired, anyone can make a graph of some returns, but these are actual client accounts. So I got this directly from one of the brokers. Keep in mind too, this is just for one of the brokers. So we have other brokers that are supporting the algorithms, and they have their own client list as well. But hopefully this is helpful. I want to look at the next slide with you now. So after the one I just showed you, you might be wondering, well, that's fine. You showed me February of 2024, March of 2024, but what about the total profit that they might have? So what's the total system profit? That's what this graph is showing. So all this shows is all these same clients going all the way back to February 03 and what their total system profit is. And so you can see that the ones that started earlier, that have been trading longer, their total system profit is higher, and that makes sense because they've been trading longer. If someone just started, then their total system profit will be possibly lower, although this one is really high. That's just because he started, I know who this is. It's just a guy that started with about $1 million, and so even if we make 5%, that's about 50,000 that he's made. And so yeah, so that's what this is showing. But let me show you where I get this data from. Now very quickly, I want to show you this slide. This shows the total system profit. So again, this is a very powerful slide. It shows all the clients are blacked out, the account numbers are blacked out. You see the starting dates, you see when they started, and then you see the total system profit that they've seen as of each month indicated. So as an example, this client started in on the 2nd of May, he was up $765 as of the end of May. At the end of June, he was up a total of $3,657. And as of March, he was up about 12,000. And so that's the total system profit. So if they make money in a month, then that number goes up. If they lose money in a month, then that number goes down. But it's kind of a running total. And so as I go down, you'll see that the vast majority of my clients, especially if they've been trading for a few months, are going to be up in their accounts. Now, a handful are down, and sometimes it's hard to really know why. But it could be related to them pausing the account. They might have changed the number of units traded at a really bad time. They might have changed the system they're trading. And so there's various reasons why they could. But if people just let the system run, then it tends to do really well over time. And so that's what this is showing, is just these actual accounts. And it's a very powerful slide because it really shows how my clients have done. The ones that started around the time of these futures algos back in February of 2023, it shows kind of how they've done since then. So now's a good time for me to do the risk disclosure. So remember, trading futures and options involves substantial risk of loss. It's definitely not appropriate for all investors. Remember too, I'm not a CTA, I'm what they call a third-party developer, so we offer the algorithms to be traded under a letter of direction. So all the marketing material that we provide and show you, none of that has been reviewed by any government agencies, so just keep that in mind as well. But of course it is all accurate to the best of our knowledge. So now that I've shown you all that live data and also the kind of the walk forward results on that very first slide that we were looking at, let's go back to what the potential of this system is again. And so remember, all this data is subject to CFTC rule 4.41. But what I want to show you is the power of compounding. And so in this example, the account starts with 50,000 back in January 2017, and it grows to 1.24 million by March of 2024. And so, and also remember that this graph, this orange dots that it shows, that's the number of units traded. So you can see it starts with 50,000 and it's trading 50 all the way until around January of 2019. And then it goes up to 2 units, then 3, then 4, then 5. And once it hits 5, it stays at that level. And so the compounding stops at when it's trading 5 units. And so the rest of the time it's just trading as if it has 5 units or 250,000 the entire time. Now at this point I've shown you a lot of data, and probably the best thing you could do is probably just look at some of these live trade videos if you want to see more information, or if you're just curious how it works. Because in these videos I'll go over different trades that we had. Usually in the morning I'll be recording any trades that we have, and then I'll post some of the videos here. So this is the 21st of May that we had a trade, the 15th of May down here, the 27th of March that we had one. And so again, this just shows some of the different trades that we've had, and the video is just running live while the trade is occurring, and I usually provide some commentary on it as well. You can find this page by just going to the due diligence and then videos, and then that's kind of how you find this live trade review videos. But in the end, you know, if you still have questions, why don't you just give us a call, shoot us an email, let us know what your questions are. I'd be happy to help you. Just remember though, this really is not for everyone, but if you're looking for kind of a fully automated trading system, one with zero experience required, like a black box trading system that just runs, and then you're able to follow along with one of the iBroker apps, then I think we have a great product. You might consider using the Pro Trader, or that requires a $50,000 starting account size. You could try the Elite Trader, that's $35,000, and then the Smart Pivot requires $25,000. You can see the information for those on the website here. But other than that, I mean, just remember, this really is not for everyone. It's okay if you decide not to do it. Remember though that our past performance is not indicative of future performance, and there's definitely risk in trading futures. It's not for everyone. Thank you so much for watching though, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.